Hey yogis, so we're gonna take just a few minutes here to do a quick seated wind down. So this will be probably a little bit similar to some of the other wind downs that we've done together before, but just want to give you a minute to kind of reset. So let's start with head circles. So just be slow and intentional about it. I want you to really think about that circle that you're drawing, what color it is. Think about the space that you're taking up with this movement. And then go ahead and turn the other way. You can close your eyes if it feels good. But really focus on that space that you're taking up. And then go ahead and come to some stillness. I want you to bring your hands together, interlaced behind your head. I want you to drop your head and just let the weight of your hands help release the tension in your neck. And while we're here, think about where your elbows are. Think about that space. Just kind of want you to ponder your existence in all of this space and how you deserve to take up as much space as you need whenever you need it. Go ahead and release. And then let's take right hand to left ear. Drop the head towards that right shoulder. And again, don't yank or pull, but just let your hand, the weight of you, release the tension in that neck. And release. And then let's do the other side. So every time you inhale and you feel your belly expand, again, just think about all of that space that you're now taking up and then leaving behind when you exhale. And release. Let's bring that left foot in towards the booty. Right leg crosses over. We're gonna give ourselves a hug here and then turn towards that leg that's on top. Turn to look over that shoulder. Whenever you have a day that you're feeling small or insignificant or like nobody sees you, I kind of want you to think about this practice and how every time you move your body even just a little bit, you're making space for yourself. You're inserting yourself into a space. And you're allowed to do that. And you are existing now in that space. You're taking over. I want you to let that feeling empower you. You know, it sounds a little cheesy, but just try it next time you're feeling small or insignificant. Just tap into that power of existing in that space, wherever you're standing or sitting. move your arm forward and realize that you're now taking over that space where you just moved to. So there's some power in moving and in being. Go ahead and release. And let's do the other side. I really like this stretch. You might have noticed, but it feels so good. So let's turn towards the left leg. Turn to look over that left shoulder. There's also power in this sensation, right? If you're feeling good right now, it's kind of a superpower to let yourself have this moment, to let yourself feel good. So again, if you're ever, stuck and you can take a minute like this to stretch and to just tap into that feeling good energy. If you're feeling bad mentally or emotionally, but you can tap into how your body's feeling good and let it change you, let it change those emotions or that mindset. There's power in that. You're giving yourself permission to let go of the negativity and to embrace the good, the positive. Take some deep breaths here. And then go ahead and release. And then I just want to do one last stretch before you move on with your evening or your day. I want you to bring the soles of your feet together in front of you for a seated star. And I want you to clasp those feet with your hands and bring your chest forward. So don't worry about getting your nose to your feet. I don't want to smell mine anyway. Ooh. I'm actually brushing a fly away. It's not because my feet smell bad. But feel that stretch in your hips. And a lot of us, we hold a lot of tension in our hips. So really try to send your breathing down there. And every time you exhale, just consciously let go a little bit more of that tension. And as you're letting go of the tension and of any negative thoughts or emotions while we're at it, you're making space for the positive things in life. You're making space for joy, for fun, for happiness. So just let go of the tension, the stress, the weight of the world that you've been lifting, and just create that space where you can now have joy, happiness, positivity. And go ahead and rise. All right, you can take a Shavasana here if that's in your practice today, or you can take a silent meditation moment, but just take whatever you need before you move on with whatever's next for you today or this evening.